It would have even been worse. Fans are just like, you should attack, you should attack. That's the stupidest thing you can do.
Reckless talk. Son of a gifted. Hey, reckless talk. But I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt. I'm a real one, check my fabric.
I always tell you that I like to keep my feelings at least 24 hours before I react. I had a bitter taste in my mouth in the Porto game, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Because it was a sucker punch. It was a sucker punch. We didn't play badly. And I respect Arteta's structure, because if we were beaten 3-0, it would have even been worse. Fans are just like, you should attack, you should attack. That's the stupidest thing you can do. Those guys are so dangerous at home. We needed to play safe because we have an advantage, a 12th man advantage in terms of the fans at home. And our defense is very good. So if we came back with a 0-0 or a 1-0, it's good. Of course, we would have preferred not to lose, which we had succeeded until the 94th minute, right? So from a technical perspective, we did what we were supposed to do. It was a naive goal. Granted, it was a naive goal because we did so well for 94 minutes, and then last minute we whatever. But for the casual football fan, we should now think about restructuring. We are here where we are because of how we are playing. Are we going to change everything because of one game? Then now Pundit are saying, okay, so now Arsenal cannot win the league because they lack this, they lack that. Every team lacks something, right? Either they have injuries, they wish they had Arsenal's defense, all that kind of thing. So everybody is struggling in some way or form. We cannot cry injuries, we cannot cry whatever. We are working so well with whatever we have. Right now, our stars are aligning. Why? Because Partey could be back in the next 2-3 weeks. Timber, I think they will be careful with him. They are preparing for pre-season. He may play a game or two, we don't know. But at least Partey, Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, Gabriel Jesus, they will come back at the important part of the season, right? So for me, I like the way they have called the Disgracia Derby, because we need to put some respect on our name. I'm not going to sit here and demonize that young team. They did. Do you know what it takes? We've not been in the Champions League for almost, I don't know how many years, over a decade, almost just being out of the Champions League. These kids have come back and they're in the round of 16. They were top of their group before we reached the round of 16. They lost 1-0. They lost 1-0. A minute to the whistle blowing, the last minute. Out, and the goal was kicked outside the D. They didn't even have a sniff of goal apart from that one chance that hit the post. Guys, these are human beings, not robots. Sometimes we are so ridiculous. We are so ridiculous. I cannot sit here and tell you, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You need to feel it. Even I, honestly, part of my getting angry, I just keep quiet. I just like, shit, that's a shitty game. But I tell you, I always give myself 24 hours, because what I say before 24 hours will be pure emotion. It will be ridiculous. Because if I spoke immediately after the game, I'd be like, what the hell? But you see, that is just pure emotion, you see. But when you look at, they control the game and they were careful. Why? Because if you watch that game, their wingers were dangerous. Like, if they just made one mistake, or if they decided to play an open game, my friend, who would have seen. And you see, once they score a goal, then now the crowd is on them. Then we start panicking, you see. But we didn't allow them. We made sure that we are on their necks from the first whistle, right? When you could see the tension on the fans. The goal was such a relief. And let's give it, this is football. That was a classic goal. Like, in terms of, as a neutral, as much as I love Arsenal, that was brilliant football. Like, that guy had half a second. He knew if he wasted 2 seconds, a defender would be on him. He carved that ball. Like, if you saw how that goal went, like, he carved it. That was brilliant. Let's applause. And then now, tell them, now you're coming home, guys. So just Just let's prepare our guns for you guys. You've enjoyed. Now come and suffer. You know, like the way when people go to Liverpool, Anfield. Come
Yep.
and suffer. Come and suffer. Arsenal is another Anfield. So I'm not too worried. I feel like, in fact, I think Newcastle is going to suffer for the pain of Porto. Honestly, I think you're going to see a lot of righteous anger. Like we are going to do our talking on the field. We are going to disgrace Newcastle.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
how I feel.
Yeah,